Hello, everyone. Apparently, my camera is now on. Hi. All right, I'm a professional. I've done this before. It is good to see you all. Thank you for stopping by. Hopefully, Coffee will be able to stick with us. Apparently, your computer is hovering around 95 degrees. Normally that's not a problem, but that's not in freedom units, so that is. Oh. Um, Raven, howdy. Velocity Arrow, howdy. Those are you in chat. Then, of course, we have our fellow players over here, and we're going to dive into it. I'll open up their voices in just a moment. But for now, I have stolen them. You cannot hear them because I am greedy and also need to adjust some background sounds. Let's make sure. Set that. Okay, now I'm going to say hi with... Now they should be able to hear you, and it looks like our background music's playing at a decent level. All right. Well, thank you for coming back. We have our grand... is it epic? I cannot call it that. I hope it will be, but that's ultimately for you all to decide as my players and as the audience. But this is the conclusion to Tabula Rasa. This year's only question mark? Maybe not. VTM game, as I ran one in 2023 and one in 2024. This is 2025's, but oh, it's so early yet. And these fools might show interest in wanting to continue the story. We'll just have to see how this one ends, because for all I know, I might piss them all off and completely ruin this. So.
No, you could never.
Well, I won't try to. Anyway.
Okay, we have plans.
We'll cross that. Yeah, we'll cross those bridges and get to the contingencies as they're necessary. So welcome in. We will. Normally, I would go down the line and we would have our intros, but really we've had a little bit of downtime and the crew's going to have to get back together anyway. So we are going to have Tyrone played by Binary Dark, Clyde played by Spectre Deflector, Ivy played by Ravenstar, who is a fellow streamer, and I will give her a quick shout out. SO Raven_star. Raven_star. There we go. I can spell. And then Rose played by now DM Bluejoy. Bluejoy does do some Phasma hunting with me as well, so thank you for doing that. I guess in a sense this is going to be... Maybe some of those skills might come in handy. Because you know what? As an ST, you use what you know. And so we'll see if I can present. It's up to you to prevent what I'm going to do to you. To present a spooky environment. So where we had left off, well, it was in. It is in Cleveland. So everyone, welcome to Cleveland by night. In the world of darkness here. These are just a few of our major NPCs. Really. Well, of all the stories, Prince Bradstreet hasn't made an appearance. However, he has sent a letter along through a character known as Angel to Clyde, actually, even though it regards Ivy and her destruction. If you're not familiar with Vampire the Masquerade terminology, destruction, it's that. It's, you will be destroyed. You'll be put down. You will face final death at the hands of, well, by default, it's going to be Sheriff Cozad. And so we'll see if he makes an appearance in this session as well. Though we haven't had any interactions with Keeper Charity Dunham. Who knows? But anyway, welcome to Cleveland. As you saw in the intro, you may be vaguely aware of Cleveland through sitcoms or sports, or maybe you've even visited for one reason or another. Lots of conventions, it's on the lake, etc. But the Cleveland that you see here is different, despite there being a similar backdrop. The things that people in Cleveland face, the residents, well, they go, oh, wow, electric bills, groceries, or just, day-to-day living, hopes and dreams and fears of promotions or violence or wanting to move up or out or something along those lines. Um, those may be somewhat petty in comparison to the horrors that might even just live next door, such as, one of those horrors being Ivy McCoy, formerly Ivy Hayes. Well, we left off with her and Clyde going for a drive in a van, but this is her haven. It is currently full of halotherapy, Himalayan salt lamps, because it might help. And this is where that message was delivered. But really, as we left off here in Angel's van, we had them accompanied by Angel, who did deliver this, and also said to the effect, I can give you an option. It is an unofficial option. It is a dangerous option, but it is an option. I can take you to Lakeview Cemetery to meet someone named the King. The King might be able to help you, though he will most likely ask you for a favor, or in VTM terms, a boon. And boons are the true currency of vampires. To a vampire, you can use money, and money has some importance, but it's way more of a tool than it is a necessity for us as the kind, as humans. But if it's worth saving an unlife, maybe the juice is worth the squeeze, and there's only one way to find out. So there was a little bit of time before they needed to report to the salt mines to Sheriff Cozad for destruction. And we will pick up with, well, how do you want him to maybe not take you that night, as there's some things that each of you would go on to find out and you'd need to communicate. But let's have you all now, as the players, start telling me you have this countdown, and really the only place you need to be is at some point in time on the third night. You need to be in those salt mines talking to the sheriff, and we'll see what happens at that point. So as we left off at the van, we could start here on that night of the delivery. The presumption, I think we could bake in. I don't think it was specific. This is the night it was delivered, and so you'd have one night, two night, and then the third night after two night of the delivery. If that gives you a little bit of manual breathing room, because of course you don't have to breathe unless you make yourself. So we'll start here, and we'll focus with Clyde and Ivy, and then we can branch out because Rose and Tyrone also have been doing some things onto the side that we can have a little bit of individual interaction. Or if you all just say, we get the gang together, we swap notes, and we're going to invoke this, then we can move forward. But I want this to build as you all want this to. So Clyde and Ivy, you are the focus. You're in this white van right now. It is the night of the delivery of the letter. What are we doing? Oh,
You're muted.
yeah, you're muted. I can't hear you.
Well, I would think I'd be talking it out with all eyes. I've been kind of dumb. Panic makes me kind of not very good at thinking about the consequences of my actions. So I got us in here, and we're going back and forth about it. But realistically, I need to ask Ivy what she feels. Otherwise, she won't be able to really tell me.
Do you want some privacy? Do you need Angel to drop you off back at the Haven, or to go take a walk in the van, or from the van for a bit?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm gonna ask Angel to drop us off by the lakeside.
Oh, okay. He can
Just for a
absolutely
little,
do that.
just for a little jaunt while we talk things through.
Yeah. No, that's not quite. It's docks. That's fine. The lake. Well, memories. So the last time you were here, it was a little stormy. But you know what? We'll lean into that, and so he drops you off by the docks. Let's clear these drawings. There we go.
Ah, the memories.
It is cold. It is lightly snowing. And what do?
I guess I'm just gonna be wandering along the beachside together with her. So, I mean, we could check out this king guy. Oh, boom. Angel saying some cryptic shit again, like everything's gonna change, yada yada. Is all gonna change no matter what.
Yeah, it is. Though, I don't think he wouldn't have mentioned it if he didn't think it had a shot.
I think
Why
that
point us
too.
in that direction if it's just going to be a wild goose chase?
Ivy, you can see the lasers off of your dad's building off in the distance as well from here. He must be having a party up at East of Eden. Anyway, go ahead.
I guess, all things considered, I mean, my mind is racing faster than the NASCAR track right now. For once, I'm barely keeping up.
I
What do
think
you
we should
think?
do it.
All
I'm
right.
not willing to give in just yet. Hell, if there's anything you've given me over the last few months, it's more of a backbone.
Well, hell, I could have said the same.
If it's an option, we should take it. I'm still mostly me. Why not give it a shot? Prove them wrong.
All right. If anything else, you know you can come to me if you have any ideas.
I know. Kind of been thinking, listening to you and Angel going back and forth and trying to weigh out what options we've got. There's gotta be some way. Even if the king can't help us, there's gotta be a way. There's other clans, other kindred who are more tug into that world. You might know. I mean, the Hekata, for one. As much as I hate going to them from what I've heard. We tried the Tremere here to say a Tremere in another city. Can't help.
That's true. It is true.
Hell. Who knows, it could be another Malkavian that helps us.
I think that'd be the shock of the century.
Nah, I think it'd be more shocking if it was a Brujah that helped us. At least we Malkavians, we have our ways of knowledge.
I'm gonna go ahead and get down on one knee. I'm gonna hold Ivy's hand. Mine. And I'm gonna look up at her. Sorry, the glasses behind the glasses gets me every time. What's under the mask?
Right.
Another mask! Look up at her. And take off my glasses. Abby. If we manage to survive all of this, I will do everything in my power to free you. And if we don't, if the end of it all is inevitable, would you like to get married? Again. This time with blood. Because
She's going to sink down and wrap her arms around him, hugging him tightly. Yeah. I think I'd like that.
You know I'll always be yours.
I know. I'll always be yours.
He just pulls her in, basically just crushes her against him in tight hug there on the beach.
By this point, you two are already... you have 1 point of a blood bond, correct?
Yep, he's got her under a blood bond currently.
Clyde, do you question if she actually does want this, or if that's just the blood talking?
Part of me does question it. And in truth, that's kind of why I feel like it needs to be even. Kind of goes with that whole in sickness and in health bit. Her afflictions are mine. I would take on every single one of them. And so, if it ain't gonna work out, there's no way that I can free her from one pain, one ultimatum, then I'll face every single ultimatum with her at the same time. I do question it. I do. But I also do not question the fact that we got married beforehand. I don't question taking her out on the beach to see the moon at its highest over the lake. And I don't question every single moment and every single kiss that I shared with her before that bond happened. So, I have to believe in that first, because that's what came first.
Well spoken and well felt. Is there anything else in this moment on the beach that you wish to say or do?
Kind of burying herself into him. I just need you to be strong enough for me. Just through the next couple nights. While we see if this works.
I'll be my damn strongest.
I'll probably stay like that for a little while before heading back to the van.
Okay. Then, well, as the others had been investigating, and they have their own lives that they have to live. Of course, Tyrone is working security for Eric Hayes at East of Eden. And Rose is Rose. Well, she told you that she was going to be talking to Wade and perhaps through him the NOS and trying to get some other info. So, and she has her own haven that she needs to tend, and you all get a feed and such. So really, Clyde and Ivy, the Rose and Tyrone are not facing peril the same way you two are, and really it's going to be up to you to pull the trigger on when you're going to contact them and what you're going to tell them. So in this instance, you could do it this night, or if you wanted to have this night be your night and it's just you two with Angel's not exactly being the Venetian gondolier, the pole boat driver here on a romantic date. But, as he's driving you, he could drop you back off. I would like you to tell me when you are calling or when effectively you're getting the gang together with to compare notes and to talk about options. You remember the ultimate deadline is on the third night, after tonight. This is a freebie night.
Yeah.
Because then you have 1, 2, and you have to be there in the salt mines on the third. Because if you're not there by the time the sheriff can't perform his duties, it's safe to say that you've ran away and that things are going to happen after that. So you tell me the timing of things, because Tyrone and Rose have info and they've done other things with themselves, but this is more of a spotlight on you two.
Ah, hell, I'll drop the ball. I'll go ahead and shoot them a message, tell them to meet up tonight. They can go up. Can they stay over?
Yes, they can stay.
I'm gonna tell them to stay over.
Baby, honey, can my friends come over for a sleepover, please? I want to play Nintendo.
I want to play Mario Party. It might be my last time.
I'm Yoshi.
All right. So you can send those messages. I will say that the rest of this freebie night, you could do that this night, but they would otherwise be occupied, especially because Tyrone is at a party at Ivy's father's place. And Rose might otherwise be able to, but we'll say that I'm going to speak a little bit through her. At least tonight, she's finishing up gathering some notes on things that she's been thinking about or researching. So if you want, you can have you can send out the word tonight so that there's at least a concern, some initial info, and then you can get together as early as possible the following night if you wish. But for sure, Tyrone can't make it, and Rose that night might be able to reply more easily than Tyrone can because he has to be on guard. So if you want a little extra back and forth or info with Rose, she might be more free to message, but she won't be able to appear, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Well, then we can carry we can presume that there's a baked-in extra amount of info if you want, in order just to keep making sure that we're keeping things moving along. We'll say that you all are together. But if you wanted to preload anything, or if you wanted to share some notes or something beforehand, you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't Ivy want to check in with her sire about something? Or like 2 or 3 things?
Yeah. Ivy does have some things that she is able to research. I did pass some notes to Raven for Ivy on the side. These would have been things that she could have been researching, looking up, or putting in, using resources at hand. So you are correct. So for everyone out there, if you're watching at home, after last session, I sent individual messages. I passed individual notes to the players with information they would have picked up or otherwise gotten about concerns that they had, that they could then bring to the table in this get together, this powwow, this whatever, either in a small group or all together themselves. So yeah, you are correct. Ivy did want to do some research, and she could even spend this freebie evening starting that process to start getting the information I gave her.
She
and even the first
reached out to the right people.
And even the first part of the evening, because Rose and Tyrone may not be able to immediately make it. Presumably, they don't want to show up hungry, so there's a little bit of hunting time that they need to do. For this. So for Rose and Tyrone, I don't necessarily need you to rouse for this. Simply because if you did wake up hungry, I'm going to give you the blood point to do a very routine hunt before you come over, because this is important. And I presume you don't want to have some bestial, some blood crazed rage at an emotional moment when you're playing Mario Party, because that's going to drain your willpower. Nothing will destroy your friendship more than that game. I tell you, I tell you what. So you all can have that freebie. This would give Ivy and Clyde a little bit of time after waking up that they could do some research, or they could look into some things as well, along with whatever remains of that last night before the sun comes up and forces them to sleep at that point. So you all do have your notes. If you did want to wait longer on calling Angel to deliver you, then you can, and maybe there's a little bit of extra I can give you if you wanted to drag it out and really push this encounter, like you want to redline it to the third night. Then you can perhaps get extra info as a group or something. So with that as your prompt, what is happening then on the first night of 3?
Rose would probably, having connected with Clyde and Ivy, would have gotten the information from them, messaged Wade, gone to meet him, talk to him, and then head over to Clyde and Ivy's to sort of powwow and share what she learned. Pull up the notes here that you gave me.
Okay.
You're gonna see me squinting like a motherfucker because I don't have glasses right now, and I am legally blind without them. So this
there might be a way to enlarge. You might be able to enlarge text in Discord, or if you need to, you can just copy it into a WordPad.
It's currently sent to the biggest.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah.
If you have something like Word or OpenOffice, you could try copying it into there and then just increasing the font too. But...
Yeah. Hey guys. So I understand we have a time limit. I went and tracked down Wade, spoke with him a bit to see maybe what he or any of his cohorts might know about the situation. He sends you his love, Ivy. His thoughts are with you. He said he will do what he can, and he can make himself available, but I guess things are kind of in a stir for the NOS as well right now. He said that there's been a lot happening with the Whisper networks. It's all a bit above his pay grade, but he did say that, sort of connecting the dots that he can see. He says he thinks there's a lot of, like, VIPs in town right now, gathering, and, he's never seen Madame Delac dressed so nicely so often. I did mention the king thing that Angel mentioned, and Wade said something kind of interesting. The cemetery is explicitly off limits to the Nosferatu, even though there exist rumors of you know, like a honeycomb of caverns underneath it. They don't go down there for some reason, and it's been that way ever since before he was embraced, so it's not like it's a new policy. He said that makes him think that maybe this king guy isn't a Nos. You know, I've never been told to steer clear of the cemetery, though, so maybe it's this king guy has some issue with the Nos. But, you know, him mentioning that...
As a note, hearing that he might have some problem with the Nos, just side-eye over at Clyde, knowing the clan.
Where was I? Hearing him talk about that, and, you know, a cemetery is essentially a park, that reminded me of something my sire told me a couple nights ago. He made sort of an offhand comment about the emerald necklace tightening. And as you know, those are the parks that are all around. And Clyde, didn't you say something about some encounter you had in one of the parks?
Oh, yeah. My, couple of... I don't know how else to put it. Cryptids, furry folk, I'm not gonna call it that again.
The furries are another group entirely.
It's I don't know, whatever the hell. Lupines? I'm pretty sure it was lupines. Happened to
Probably.
I have
be out
definitely
there.
heard of the lupines.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, how the hell I managed to walk out of that, I'm not quite sure yet. But they gave me back the urn.
You know, we might have a pal among them.
That makes me wonder if the lupines gave you back the urn and this king person in the cemetery is not cool with Nosferatu hanging around. Is the king lupine?
No.
That's a thought I hadn't encountered.
Yeah.
Do lupines have a particular issue with... I mean, I know usually they don't like any kindred, but do they have a particular dislike of the Nos?
Not that I
Not that I'm aware of.
know of.
I guess we'll find out when we go visit, but something to be aware of, that we might not be seeing another kindred. It might be something else entirely.
Oh. Good.
Just what we need, but you know what? I still think it's worth a shot.
Yeah. Well,
So,
I mean, we were all thinking about finding this, going and talk to him. I mean, it's implied we're supposed to generally be cordial, but it wasn't implied we go alone.
no. Wasn't.
Shit, y'all want to join us and possibly get ripped to shreds by a werewolf?
I'd prefer to avoid overt danger in the parks. My sire is not keen on me going into the parks in general. As long
come
as I'm
on,
careful,
Rose.
though,
What?
I think he'll
Where's
be
his
fine.
sense of fun? he gives her a pat on the shoulder. Come on.
Besides, we're not going into a park, we're going into a cemetery. It's a lot more fun.
Yeah, that's a fundamental difference. See, the park is where
Wild green spaces.
we're in Ohio. I was about to say a park is where people go, and the cemetery is where people go to die. But we're in Ohio. There isn't really much a difference.
Yeah.
Rose, this would really be a judgment call on your part. Lakeview was called Lakeview because at one point, because of all the hills, the cemetery actually had a commanding view of Lake Erie. So, as
Yeah.
people were buried, they could look north out over the lake. But in the 150-ish years that it's been around, there's and also the fact that the cemetery was founded. This all could come up in a very easy web search. This isn't esoteric knowledge or anything. But the cemetery was actually founded by arborists and horticulturalists. There's flowers and trees that have been very deliberately planted to provide a comfy foresty feel, such that it's actually difficult, except in the winter, to see the lake from those rolling hills that the graves are on top of. So it is a cemetery. It's not technically a park. This would be a technicality, perhaps, to what your sire had requested.
I think for
Bold
for
italic
Rose,
requested of you.
I think for Rose, a key component of, you know, this technicality is less that it's not technically a park. It's, hey, my coterie needs me.
Mm-hmm.
That has been drilled into me that you make yourself available for your group. I think she's gonna go more in the spirit of what he wants, which is for her to be super fucking careful.
Yep.
And not take, maybe unnecessary risks.
It's definitely not a forest cemetery, but there's enough trees that you would do well to be on the lookout for arbor-dwelling things that bump in the night. Okay. Was there anything else that you wanted to add, Rose, or is this about the time that Tyrone comes up and knocks on the door?
I look at Ivy and Clyde and I say, I don't know how you guys are keeping it together right now. I think I would be an absolute mess. But, I'm here for you guys as much as I can be, right up until a blood hunt is called. And even then, I wouldn't participate. I would just take a step back. Hopefully it doesn't come to that.
Well, I feel comfortable in telling you with that if this fails, we do have plans. We know a couple places we can go if that's the route we want to take. And the
You
only
probably
thing I can
shouldn't
say
tell me any of that.
that's why I'm asking you where.
Yeah, the less I know, the better.
But on the note of that blood hunt, they're going to have some amazing skills to keep up with Clyde.
For my note, real quick, and this could have an effect on Rose as well. Clyde and Ivy, did you let it be known that you two made a blood bond with each other, or was that just secret between you two?
You're muted.
You muted.
I
think
heard
it might
that's
have been a
true,
secret.
though. What'd you say, Specs?
I don't think they would have told anyone really.
Okay.
Because it was just
No.
like a quick fix to try
Yeah.
and see if something
Yeah.
would work in a good moment.
That works. And
Yeah.
I asked just for my notes, but also that could, if it was known, that could also open up an interaction or empathy perhaps with Rose. Though Rose, I don't think you let the others know that you're bloodbound to your sire, correct? Maybe you did. But
I don't think she would have gone out of her way to mention it.
Mm.
but they might have picked up on it over time.
Your sire, I mean, they met your sire at Elysium, but they haven't really
Yeah.
spent a lot of time around him.
And probably not.
I haven't probably picked up on it.
True. Ivy might have picked up on it, just
Ivy might
because
have picked up
she's
on it.
very insightful.
Though perhaps when you're at the cemetery, that could open up that kind of that kind of an insight, because this is something that you are having to bring yourself to do to go to this cemetery, Rose. Or there's some subtle things that maybe you don't pick up. Well, my sire wouldn't look. I'm not going to put words in your mouth, but there's a behavior or a hesitancy or a constant referral to your sire that, that goes outside of
The norm.
a normal sense of independence. So, okay, but if it's not overt now, it could be something that's explored later. That could be a unique thing. All right. Anything else then, or is Tyrone showing up?
I think that's it for Rose. Oh, well, one last thing I wanted to say. If you guys do decide to not make that meeting in 3 days, let me know and I'll see what resources I can pull together and make available to you.
It's appreciated.
All right. Then Tyrone, you can be fashionably late, though not without reason. Apparently, when you were originally getting ready to leave, you found out a couple things, and but you know what? You're here now. You can knock on the door and join the party.
Hey. Yeah, Clyde opens up the door. About time.
Sir McCoy, thank you. My courier pigeon must have gotten lost. I finally got your message.
Courier All right, Siegfried, get the fuck in here.
Very well. How goes your guys' investigation?
Terrible.
Not mega bad, but could be better, to be honest.
Very well. Well, I may be privy to some information that, well, many are not aware of. By the way, we're still playing Mario Party, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll go
Excelsior.
put a lot of money on getting one of them old ass GameCubes. Let me go get it ready.
I was thinking being Luigi, but now I kind of want to be not Luigi, Yoshi. Well, Yoshi or Luigi. I like being green. Well, but so I was amongst the meetings Eric was hosting for some of the more nobility claimed kindred. They've been talking about well, you, Lady McCoy, about your plight. Apparently, they think that this entity known as the King could help. But it's as if they're afraid to even say his name, like in hushed whispers.
Who is this guy?
Dad put you up to this. Did Dad feed you this information? At this point, Tyrone would know that Eric is her adopted father.
It, quite frankly, Lady McCoy, I would think he did. Usually, upon exiting my place of occupation, I wouldn't even really remember anything. It'd be a haze, a cloud, if you will. This time, I remember things as clear as crystal. And I think your father has, on the down low, inquired my services for the both of you.
Okay, at least he's not too mad at me then.
Quite the
to know that
contrary.
that for you.
Yeah.
Quite the contrary. Upon the dealings of the darkness within you, he seems to have been absolutely ridden with worry, crushed, in fact. It seems like your
Where
father cares a great deal about you.
she's not going to say anything to that statement. She's already been mulling over her recent feelings a little bit
But
long
that,
enough.
but stepping away from your father, from what I heard, that this king of sorts, he doesn't really associate with many, and on top of it, it seems like he has enough power, which always had me wonder if this king is so detested and feared, why hasn't anyone else tried to either scare him off or annihilate him? So I'm thinking this man, or whatever it may be, has the means to actually do something about your situation. There is one last thing. I haven't been Kindred for too long. However, there is one word that just is seared into my mind, and that is the word of Atarkus. Auticus?
Uh,
Tarkus.
Apparently the
autocrats?
king.
It's difficult to explain their stance on everything. Many kindred think that we're in a war of sorts, and whatever sect you're in is whose side you're on, effectively. The Tarkus are on no side. They keep to themselves, more or less.
Well,
So
apparently
that
that is
makes
the king.
sense. Now that makes sense if he's not part of the city proper. And if he's being allowed to remain there, either there's a deal going on or they don't have the resources to take him on, be it blood or otherwise. He could be old. Well, providing he's well, no, if he's a Tarkus, he is Kindred then.
Well, with that being said, I guess he must have some sort of leverage if he's able to be considered useful enough to keep around, but feared enough to leave alone.
Just makes me want to meet him even more.
Yeah, well, the signals seem to be pointing to him.
Yeah. And if Dad let that information out, then that's the path we need to be on.
One way or another, House McCoy, you have my services until the very end.
We're going to teach you to speak plainly at some point. I hope you realize this.
House McCoy! House McCoy! I'm sorry, am I a duchy now? I never held domain in my damn life. Shit.
Play
I
your
could get
cards
used
right
to
with the
this.
king. Maybe you'll be a duchy.
Oh,
One could
shit.
say the land that you walk upon would be considered your own.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. Alright. I guess what's what we're gonna go ahead and do. More than likely. Seems the most immediate choice. All the road signs pointing that way, every speed bump everywhere else.
Even Angel went out of his way to tell us about him.
Yeah. Well. You're gonna ask for something big. I don't know what the hell it's gonna be.
Yeah. But considering I'm the one who got us into this mess, I'd like to shoulder it myself if I can.
Got you into this? No,
Nonsense.
absolutely, yeah, nonsense. What he said. No, you didn't get us into any mess.
Indeed. I have a feeling that one way or another, this is the path I must take.
All right, I gotta make a phone call really quick. Before we head on out, I gotta take a visit to the track. Oh boy, this is
I'm
gonna
gonna go
cost me.
along with you.
All right, this is gonna cost me a lot of money.
Okay.
All right. So what Clyde is gonna go ahead and do is he's gonna make a bit of a call
Yeah.
to the track and some of the folks down in NASCAR, so he can go. Frankly, bring his racing vehicle for a tune-up at the chop shop. Which is to say, he's definitely going to steal one of the race cars.
Okay.
This is why she's going with him.
All right. So you're contacting the chop shop in order to get a car, and what is this? Just what's your intention with the car? Are you wanting to just take it out for a joyride to sort of get the?
Just to clarify, I don't just want a car. I want one of the fucking racetrack cars.
Okay.
And the reason why is because it can go several hundred miles per hour.
Mm-hmm.
And no conventional vehicle is capable of going that fast at all.
You want to go
And
fast.
vampires...
I see what you're doing.
Vampires are probably a little bit... Considering Clyde has gone through this,
Yeah.
Clyde now knows vampires are a little bit more resistant to G-forces.
Yes.
First of all, how dare you? Second of all, you've given me a weapon.
That
I see what you're doing here.
it's almost like being in the danger room at the NASA test facility was helping you be capable, like learning about your capabilities as a body. So
yeah.
lead
So,
into it.
however, all three, if I have to expend all three resources for the sake of getting a fast as fuck car to make sure that there's no vampire that can ever catch us ever,
Okay.
then that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. And so you all can take a quick peek out there on like a vampire character sheet. You all do have resources as a vampire character you can use. The more dots you have in something, the more potent, the more you can get bigger things and or more expedient things, or a combination. And we see here that contacts criminal chop shop is 2, resources sports tournaments 3, fame sports NHRA driver. So there's a lot that Clyde can pull in order to try and make this happen. Now the question is not just what you want to acquire. When are you hoping for it, or is this to? Because Angel said he'd take you to the cemetery, or is this you want it prepared because if things don't go well at the cemetery, you're going to you're gonna hop in that truck and then that's what's gonna help you beat feet out of town.
The latter.
Okay, so you don't need it tonight, but you want to get the process started so that by the time the third night happens, you have it ready.
Yep.
Okay. All right. You step out and you're going to be gone for a short while. It's not going to take the entire night, but you're going to start the balls rolling through the Rube Goldberg machines that, vampires have to use in order to do this sort of stuff. Okay.
Have all the presents necessary, I imagine, in order to be a little bit on the convincing side. And by that, I have one daunt. So
Yeah.
get it done.
if you are just singularly focused on this, and you are willing to expend these dots and resources, and you're calling in all the favors and everything, then yes, you can have a truck in a reasonable time.
All right, perfect. Race car. Boom.
I mean, besides getting in extra rounds of Mario Party on GameCube, which is wonderful choice. Clyde's gone for a bit. If there's anything privately any of you wanted to talk about without him in the room, but
I will say there is one mechanics question that was posed in chat. Did we ever regain any of our willpower during that time skip?
No, as we have done in the sessions, it's a slow drain of resources leading to something, and then we'd go from there. So there's some slight resource management. This isn't, and that's a good point, because for those of you at home, this is in defiance of what what would be a standard consideration for regaining willpower and such. But for the format that we're playing in, that's slightly modified in order to keep the tension a little bit higher, just due to the nature of what we're doing. So that was an excellent question to bring up. But yeah, for unless it's blood we're talking about, things like humanity, willpower and stuff, that's unless something happens that would directly affect it for whatever reason, we're going to carry it through, and then we'll go from there. So yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm on one willpower.
The tension, the tension is high.
Yeah.
But you know what? Let's lean into it. You've been stressed. You've been busy. You've been emotionally, both drained and preoccupied, but also fulfilled. It's maybe a weird feeling like you were when you were just like a bloated tick. You were simultaneously pumped full of blood, but also drained of blood at any given point in time. And you could feel that blood just swirling around your organs inside of you, almost like it was slithering through your own body. As it was, injected into one arm, you just bloated up, it just suffused every part of you, and then it was leaked out. So at any given point in time, you were both full and empty. You were satisfied, but also ravenously hungry. Only this time it's emotional. Hey!
Pain. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so I guess I'm out for the night, getting busy getting all of that, and those gears rolling.
Tyrone, Rose, Ivy, you're with the other two since Clyde needed to step away to see a man about a horse.
Should we roll for performance in Mario Party?
Look, I'm not trying to kill your characters off here or something. I really don't want to. This is going to turn into a bloodbath, and I wasn't prepared for this to be the bloodbath, okay? One of you is going to frenzy, it's going to turn to shit, and...
The frenzy would have likely been me with my luck.
TPK over Mario Party. Tell us all this time.
Although, a note for you, Ivy, and this is... it's kind of homework, but something that you should jot off to the side. Remember, you can stave off the effects of this creature by feeding it a memory when you wake up. And we have had some time pass since that revelation, so make sure you're keeping a list of memories that you no longer have. Remember, you know that you would have had a memory about it, but there's just no way you can access it. It's gone. It's on this other side. It's become a part of whatever, Nega Ivy, or whatever this thing is. Do you have a name for it? Are you even deigning to call it anything, or are you trying to identify it so you can study it and more of a scientific thing, or what's your approach to this?
She is certainly going over and researching things, seeing if there's anything, even within mythology as a whole, to potentially point toward what this could be. I mean, look at the amount of vampire mythos out there. And come to find out, some of that's actually true. So she's certainly looking into it. She doesn't have a name for it. She isn't, giving it a cute kind of name or anything. It's just the thing.
Okay.
At this point.
That works. All right. Well, Clyde, it'll take you only a couple hours, and we're in mid-January, so there's still plenty of night left. I mean, not that you know how long it'll take for you to see this king character, but do you want to spend the rest of this night having fun with friends, maybe making some memories, and then go with Angel as soon as you can the following night? Do you want to call Angel tonight and see if you could, race the sun coming up? What are you thinking here?
I think I am gonna give Angel a call up, and we're gonna do something risky.
Okay.
I want to go out to one of these little wilderness lands, and I want to see if I can find Pal.
You're calling Angel for that?
Is that too much?
Let's find out.
I mean, hell, if he squeals, that's up to him. I don't think anyone's gonna look at me and, be particularly like, oh, I don't know. Whatever. I'm a dead man anyways.
Aren't we all?
I'm just gonna ask him to drop me off at a local, wherever, some sort of park. I'm gonna go with that.
Okay, well, so tonight he's going to answer city sidewalk cleanup. What has you stuck?
Hey, was wondering if I could get a pickup here at this here location. I'm in need of a little bit of help. Some towing, I guess.
Help with... Are you going with my recommendation?
Yeah, in a bit. Actually wanted to go ahead and peruse the parks for a second.
The parks? Why do you want to go there?
Midnight stroll.
Clyde, I don't suggest this course of action. You realize that you could go for a midnight stroll and I don't have anyone to pick up and bring back, right? You know what's out there in the parks.
All right. Well, I mean, I can certainly just go by myself if that's what you want.
And just as a note, this is Angel, not your ST going, are you sure? This is Angel in character, okay? This is...
Yeah.
Okay.
Fully aware.
All right. Yeah, let me finish, I could probably be there in about an hour or so. I gotta finish actually scraping this block. I'll call you when I'm close, okay?
Sounds good.
We are gonna talk when you're in the van, though.
We can do that.
All right.
And he's gonna go ahead and click off the phone. Raising Angel's blood pressure over here.
Raising your wife's too if she finds out about this shit.
Well, Clyde, you can play Mario for about an hour before you get that message, so are you letting it be known that you're doing this, or are you going to play and then, oh boy, it sure is time to go Oh, that's not gonna work.
Sir Recorder, would you like me to tuck you into bed?
No, no. Look,
I'm an excellent
It's-
tucker.
there's only one other person I think knows anything about what the hell's going on, and he took a little microchip from us not too long ago.
I'm going with you then.
You sure?
Yeah? Clyde, honey. There are some things that go too far over your head and you don't remember them. Because they get too technical. This is why you take me around to these places.
Yeah, that's
Besides,
fair.
we can make a little date night.
Yeah, date night with the dogs.
Besides, you said just last night, we go together.
All right. Well, I guess let's just give it our best shot. And if it's not who I think who we're looking for at all, we're bailing.
Oh, of course.
You're not going empty-handed, right? You're gonna bring an offering?
You just see Clyde like slowly shifting a gun into his pants.
Got 10, 11, one's in the chamber. I got 11 offerings.
That's not the sort of offering I meant.
So what sort of offering should we be taking then, Rose?
I mean,
Other
the
than
werewolves,
perhaps
they-
finding a deer carcass along the way.
I was
They
gonna
don't want-
suggest maybe some high-quality steaks or maybe like a really expensive alcohol or something. They can still eat human food, right?
Oh my
Can
god. They are so lucky. What
Damn straight.
what a fortuitous curse.
I'm not sure if Rose would know that. Bluejoy knows that.
Though this might be after this chronicle, this might allow some doors to open about such occult knowledge.
I mean,
I-
steaks are a safe bet.
Oh yeah. You're not out of bounds or anything. Just if you want to like open up, like just take some dots in it to show that there's been
Yeah.
the esoteric research.
I
Thing.
already have one bot.
I just think that walking into their territory unannounced, empty-handed, and expecting help might not be the best
That's
plan.
a good point. Yeah, that's a good point.
I might have an idea. I've been keeping track of this whole experience, writing it down like I would, well, the reports at work. I was making a copy to give to the Tremere as thanks, because they didn't have to do that. They kind of went out of their way. And God knows I don't want to owe the Tremere. I can take that copy and bring it with us, give it to them, so they at least have some notation on what other, what fucking bullshit is going on right now. Knowledge for knowledge.
And it might tie into, you know, what was going on at that lab. If that's where you picked up this thing.
If that's the case, I wonder if it's more like a virus. Anyway. Let me go and grab it. And she'll go into the library and pull it off her desk and come back out with it.
Okay.
All right.
Rose and Tyrone, then, are you excusing yourselves to go back to your various residences to let Clyde and Ivy do this, or are
I
you?
thought we were having a sleepover.
If they want to stay, they can stay.
Okay, that's fine.
I was not going to kick them out.
Shower in the morning, yes.
Yep. That's what this is all
something that
about.
they agree upon. Just, if you stay over here, you're getting a shower the second you get up.
Madam, you say this as if this is some sort of punishment.
Okay. You then leave. At least Tyrone. I mean, Rose, you have your own place, but I guess you're welcome to stay at Ivy's. But the city sidewalk cleanup comes by. White van. Nice magnetic sign on the side that says just that. Angel gets out, and he's wearing generic city worker overalls. And he's waiting.
Hey, Angel. And Clyde's just gonna go ahead and get into the vehicle. Ivy included.
Yep.
We'll open the door for her this time, and Clyde will go ahead and sit in the back of the van instead.
You do see that there's all manner of like scrapers, and there's like a steamer, there's a power spray, and there's just a bucket that has just petrified gum chips in it. He's been busy.
Yes, the Toreador gets to sit back there on that. If she sees it, she's just going to be... One, do you want me back there? Or two, do you want to switch spots?
There's probably bags of dog poo as well. Well, you hope it's dog poo.
Or option three, both sit up here.
Clyde just... He doesn't want Ivy to be uncomfortable by any means, so he's just like gritting through it. I'm fine.
Yeah, alright. Yeah. Well...
Clyde, get up here.
He's obedient husband.
Oh, the sacrifices you make, Clyde.
What she is going to do is illegal, but if it's done right, they can get away with it, and she's going to sit in his lap.
He's happy with this.
But Angel's not, as that he doesn't want to draw attention to the van, so you can, if you want, you could try sitting in the middle, like in between the seats.
Okay, that works.
All right, so you all are up front, out of the purview of gum and power washers and bags of waste. Why are you doing this? Driving.
Well, we kind of made a... I don't really want to say friend. He's not really contact either, but we do know someone that might be able to get us a little bit more information. And I mean, that job Clyde did the other night took him out there and they let him walk out.
Did they?
So
I didn't hear that
hoping, part. We're hoping that if we do this properly, showing up unannounced isn't exactly proper, but there's a chance we could get word out to him. Chance that we could talk to him tonight see if there is anything.
This is crazy and ass backwards. You normally you don't actually want to become the official title, I believe, is emissary to the Lupines.
If that's what it takes, then that's what it takes. But remember what clan I am. Angel crazy kinda runs in the blood. That and look who I married.
Yeah. To be fair, he was acting like a pal first. So.
Yeah.
I'm not going to stop you, but I am going to warn you. I'm concerned. Call me sentimental.
We're well aware. And Angel, thanks. I know you're going out of your way to help us with this.
I'm not at liberty to discuss the details, but I'm not saying this like you owe me anything, even though I could totally count this as you owe me. But there's a lot of owed things going on right now. I just understand what it's like to not be wrapped up in it all. It's a simple kind of existence. I like simple. I like scraping gum off the sidewalk. Nice and quiet. If someone gives you trouble, you can give them trouble back. You make the city a little nicer, gives you something to do. It's steady, right? Driving people, delivering messages. It's what I do best. But, you two you're on the precipice. I've seen it before.
There's a line that was bound to be crossed. Considering who some of our connections are.
Yeah, well, that ain't the first time I ever heard that. So, and it won't be the last.
It probably will not be the last.
Yep.
Jinx. Out of character. Jinx.
Not in character. You get that voodoo blood magic bullshit off of me. Fucking Tremere, come on.
Sir, I will have you know I am a natural Malkavian. I have been named as such.
I presume you want to tell him that to go back to the park that Clyde met the two?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, it's not as high speed, so it is a longer drive. I have to go back into the archives. This is Clyde's. We're going to restore. And we're going to go over here. I think this was Clyde's. No, maybe not. Archive. What was it then? The Boybs. Lakeside Warehouse. Oh, Hound Chase. Okay. Well, you follow the path. At one point, Clyde, you go by where Betty died. Rip.
Mm.
You make your way out to the suburbs, and from the suburbs, suburbs is still a major. It's not the interstate, but it's a major commercial corridor here. But you make it to the park, though Clyde is not going to take you into it. He will drop you off, but it's up to you to walk inside yourself.
That's fine.
Yep. I'm okay with Angel dropping us off here.
Van leaves in 1 hour, whether you're on it or not.
All right.
Got it. Nah, Clyde's just gonna turn to Ivy. And he's gonna reach down for her hand and give it an affectionate squeeze and offer a reassuring grin. He doesn't know how this is gonna go.
Neither does she. What's a night stroll through the woods?
Nah. We've seen worse. We've done worse. We'll be okay.
And off they go.
Okay. Into the woods you go. Ducking over. I mean, you're not in a car, so the arms that would keep vehicles from accessing the park roads after hours aren't going to stop you. And
Yep.
Angel drives off. He can't just stay there on the one road. Like he drives off to go be somewhere else in a parking lot. And it's the two of you. And the further and further away you get from the road, you're in the woods, the quieter everything gets. The sound of the sirens of the traffic, such that you're only surrounded by the wind, the creaking wood. There's no bugs, unlike what the soundtrack has, but because it's wintertime. But it's so quiet.
I remember enjoying this in life. Walking through here in the daytime. Certainly a different atmosphere at night.
Can't say I ever did walk through here during the daytime. It's not often. Most of my daytime was filled with roaring crowds and sheens and just a lot of training.
I know. Dad used to, well, not Eric, but my biological father used to watch NASCAR a lot. Saw you on the screen a few times.
Oh, shit. Now you got me blushing.
Oh, so it's you for once.
Some twigs snap off to the side.
Ivy's gonna stop watching. Stop watching? English, please.
Please don't stop watching.
Please don't. She's gonna stop walking and turn to face the direction the twig snapped at. And she does have heightened senses popped.
Okay. Not a lot of other competing noises, so you're not necessarily going to be blinded or deafened for it.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It does sound like there's something in the woods that's moving.
And she's gonna give Clyde's hand a squeeze before... She's not gonna go into the tree line. She's moving closer to it. If you are what I think you are, we need some help.
Snap crack.
We met one of you around the time of the eclipse in the lake. My husband here calls him Pal, but we don't know his name. I just know what he looks like. We're looking for him. There's some shit going on, and it might have to deal with what happened there. He might have information for us. He might not. This is a Hail Mary, if you want to think of it that way.
Crack, crack.
If you need names to give him, mine is Ivy. This is Clyde.
You gonna say anything, Clyde, or are you letting her do all the talking?
No, go right on ahead.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah.
He knows better than to talk in situations like this.
Well, me as a player, I just don't want to take
Yeah.
away the spotlight.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
Hey, pal, it's been a couple days, and I know it was you. A couple days out there, and let me go on ahead and get on out of here after crashing. First of all, I wanted to say thanks for that. Damn well didn't have to, but you damn well didn't have to, but thanks for that. And those of you who are not pal, if you could pass that message. But shit. That problem underneath the lake ain't solved. Not really. And I need whatever kind of information you happen to have, because right now I would do anything to save my wife.
At that emotional plea, there's a ruckus of snapping and twigs, some rustling of dry leaves that are very crisp and frozen, and jumping out from the darkness in front of you. Oops.
It's phone. Oh my god. Oh god.
These guys use phones.
It's the roll 20. Maddie is drawing us a beautiful rendition of a deer.
Yep. A big deer.
Doe, a deer.
Yep, a doe and a fawn that come bounding out of the woods here. So if we have Clyde and Ivy. They don't come at you, but they're moving out of the woods kind of by you. So apparently you've been talking to deer right now.
Well, we might, honestly, I figured there's a 50-50. We get torn apart, or we might not find anything. So,
Yeah.
Ivy, I would like you to roll your wits awareness. This is sound based.
Sound based. Okay. Good thing heightened senses still kicks in with that. Awareness plus 2, I think, 4. Yep. No. I'm willpowering that.
Okay.
The curse continues.
What's it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dice, and you got 0. 2.
2.
Must have been just a win.
Okay.
2 versus 2.
Ivy, you hear your husband give kind of a like a bit of a wheeze.
She's immediately going to look over.
happened to
he
me?
is being palmed in the hand of a very large.
Okay. Your drawings are beautiful as always, Maddie.
Thank you. This is why you don't pay me.
Oh, it's gorgeous. I'm so scared.
Though the deer turn and bounce away. Clyde is being held in one hand and is.
His legs are flailing. He's like.
Clyde, calm down. Look,
Not-
I know. I know we're not supposed to be out here. Not. No. You're kind and our
Why
kind.
have you returned?
We need to talk to the one we met at the lake.
Silence you! I'm talking to this one!
Please don't shake my husband.
He's only got so many brains left in there. You shake him too hard, they'll fall out.
He's only got so many brain cells left.
You've been given enough already.
You can talk. You're just being rattled.
Oh. All right. I thought he had like full palm to my face to the point that I was like muffled.
No,
Okay.
he's like holding your arms and your torso. Like he's big.
Okay.
This is not
Okay.
Pal, by the way. If unless he can change his current, well, you wouldn't know the term as Clyde. Unless he can change his animalistic form, this ain't Pal. This is a big boy.
Look! Look! The situation is complicated. You know that. I don't know if Pal told you about that thing that was down in the lake, but that thing ain't quite dead, and I think it can spread around to different folks. So I'm just like trying to put out a bit of a warning sign here. And we can trade. We can trade. He's like trying to reach out.
Another one that would be humanoid, but is actually now slinking along the ground. A lighter fur color, comes up from the other side, and this sort of tactic reminds you of what happened the first time you were here after the chase. Ivy, it approaches you, and it is growling menacingly. It gets close, within just a couple feet of you, sniffs, and its ears go back, and it actually slinks back a little bit, and is just giving a growl. Clyde, because you're being held right to this thing's jaws, you can, in the cold air, there's the steam that's rising out of the muzzle. You can feel the heat. Yeah, absolutely. Just, and its eyes flick down, and its ears are just adjust to the position of the one that has slunk back from your wife.
What did you bring in here? What is this wife of yours?
Look, she got a sickness and it's going through, and I don't think it's limited to just our kind. I don't know what the specifics are, but
And you come to us for help?
We are grasping at straws here. We know Pal was with us under the lake in that God's forsaken facility. We gave him the information we were taken from there ourselves. If there's anything in that information that can help, he'd know. In exchange, I've got a copy of what I've been writing down about what's been going on. Everything. So that if this does go from our kind to yours, you know the signs.
I should destroy the both of you. I wish to destroy both of you.
His Clyde, this would be superficial. You don't need to worry about on your sheet for purposes of this, but the claws are... Now, claws would normally be causing ag, so when I say superficial, I mean it hurts, but you're getting just the tip. But, ooh, if that's still not a penetration.
Ah.
We were set to leave you guys alone after you let Clyde go. We
Provide
don't have
what you
any options
brought.
left.
Throw it to the other.
She'll take the notebook out of her bag, and she's not going to necessarily toss it, but she is going to get low to the ground and kind of just gently throw it over.
It crawls up, sniffs at it, kind of baps at it a little bit, and picks it up, and then it slinks back into the woods with it.
Hey, look, I'm willing to sweeten the deal. Between us, if we can figure this whole bullshit out, I can guarantee you we'll have enough leverage to figure out some shit with the court. Now, we can probably get you a little more turf or whatever the hell this thing is with the
You have
green chain tight.
connections.
I sure shit
Not
can make
yet.
some. And Clyde is just like, I don't want to die. I'm the Hound. So yes.
There's a bestial utterance from the woods across the street. His ears flip over.
The pitiful hound you are. You're a worm. You'll only ever be a worm. And it's only by our good graces that you are allowed to exist here, in this place. Remember that, pitiful hound.
He takes you and throws you down, like you spin a bit. It's scuffing up. You're getting distressed jeans. You could sell it for $30 more aftermarket.
And you...
As you're doing that real quick,
And you...
he doesn't. He steps forward a little bit, and he gets to you, Ivy. He gets to that that couple feet away, and even the big tough one stops for a moment and eyes you, takes a step back from you, but it will continue.
Leave this place now. There's nothing that is holding me back from destroying you. Except my good graces.
What is it you sense in me? You're the second one to step back. I shouldn't be scaring you like that. You've already pinpointed Clyde as the stronger of the two of us, and yet you don't approach me.
I'm not convinced you are what you say you are.
She's gonna pop her fangs to show him.
I mean, he'll do the same.
Ah!
He'll lunge forward. There's that instinct, like you're baring your fangs. He'll do the same thing where he gets and his eyes widen again. So that instinct was to get close and to threaten you right in your face. But he pulls back again, though he still keeps his fangs bared.
Leave now!
Information for information. I gave you ours.
You gave me a notebook, and I don't know what's inside. I'm giving you your life back.
She's going to very daringly take a step toward him. We are at our wits' end here. If anyone would know what the hell has decided to make its home inside of me, it would likely be you guys. That notebook is a very detailed fucking report of what has happened since day fucking 1 of this mess.
Oh no.
As you step forward, he doesn't step back, but you do notice that his hair bristles. As you are just inside that now twice established, like, comfort/avoidance zone.
Yeah.
In other words, like, he's like probably spending a willpower on this to try and to stay squared up on you in this
Now,
Leave a way to contact you. And don't step further. Unless it is
About how
away
long?
from me.
How long do we have from you? Because our time is limited on our end.
I don't make the decisions, I enforce them.
She's going to pull a small piece of paper out from a blank notebook in her bag, because this is Ivy, of course she has one. Writes down her phone number, writes down Clyde's. And... Well, actually hand it to Clyde to hand to him, so she's not getting closer.
just kind of the he's got his arm. well, if he was still being held, he was scattered. But even if he was being held,
Yeah.
it's like you go up, he has his hand down, just sort of like. but still, you were scattered on the floor. But in another dimension, that didn't happen. Yeah, just. Okay, yeah, you approach him because you were told not to. That makes sense still.
She's honoring the agreement there.
All right. This huge hand that was like holding you opens up, and you just put this little piece of paper in it. It closes, and like there's just, with how riled up this creature is now, it's not just steam from the muzzle. His body, like, he is sweating, or at least he's heated right now, where you're just seeing this steam rise from all of him as his.
But I do still wonder what you're sensing in this. It could be helpful for both of us.
If it makes you feel better, then, worm. I don't sense that you are a vampire.
He
And what does this feel like to you?
looks to the woods, he gives some yips and growls, and he squats down, clenches his legs and his 10 out of 10 glutes, and he just bounds into the woods.
Well, that's that was certainly full of answers, but hey, we got that, at least.
Alright. I'm done being manhandled, man-wolf handled. I'm done. Let's go. And he's taking the signal. He's getting the fuck out of there. He's grabbing Ivy and he's going.
You okay?
Uh,
Kinda look like you hit the ground hard there, hon.
well, let's just say, I'm getting a very clear indication that, you know how you said, yeah, you know how you said that I was your backbone?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, you're definitely still mine.
I honestly would have been a lot more scared if, you hadn't been there. Mind you, her hand is shaking.
He's
She
just
was absolutely terrified.
He's gonna go ahead and take her hand and just hold on to it the whole way back. And hopefully Angel is still there.
Yes,
When
you
he-
did have to walk a little ways in. Of course, you poured out your hearts to 2 deer. And then you had your confrontation with the werewolves. As you're walking back, you can call and for pickup, and you're able to do that within like it's towards the end of the hour. But yeah,
Just-
he can.
I imagine the like oddity of Angel showing up and just seeing Clyde with his face like
Yeah.
like oh, and Clyde's just like yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the look on Angel's face is you come. Of course, I mean Ivy. It looks exactly the same, but you're scuffed and rough. You have some speed holes in your jacket from getting just the tip, and
At this point, Clyde is literally just a punching bag. He's just come to accept this.
When you smiled and held your thumbs up, I honestly pictured Clyde with like missing a tooth.
yeah.
Probably.
You didn't get the Hulk Loki treatment, but it's pretty close. So yeah, it's okay. They'll grow back tomorrow.
I'll grow back tomorrow.
Yeah. All right. So you're back in, and Angel looks absolutely baffled and astounded. He doesn't look happy. He's not like, yeah, you did it. Oh, like, woo, I'm your cheerleader and I'm on your team. But he looks impressed. Did you do what you needed to do?
We sent word out at least, so that's a start.
Hey,
I have learned a couple things.
if I were you, I'd kind of keep that part under wraps, okay? Don't tell me things, okay? Like, I took you to the park for your own reasons. I'm picking you up. Whatever happened there, I really don't need to know about. I want to, but I really don't need to know about it, okay?
All right, Angel.
There's not supposed to be intermingling between certain residents in the greater Cleveland metropolitan area, okay?
Was there before?
Like he looks
Yes.
over at you, Clyde, like you know that precipice we talked about?
Right. That.
I really suggest that you just let me turn on the oldies station and we go cruising back before sunrise, and that'll grow back in the morning. And you take care of yourself, all right?
Consider it bonding time.
Thanks, Angel.
Yeah.
He's just feeling around with his tongue for the missing fang.
Well, now, does that mean you don't need to go to the cemetery?
No,
No,
we're still going to the
we're
cemetery.
Going to the cemetery.
Do you need
Yeah.
me tomorrow?
Please.
Because, I mean, you could do it the next night, but I wouldn't suggest it.
No, tomorrow. As soon as you can.
Gotcha.
Just had to test this one out. See if this was an option.
Yeah. Yeah, don't worry. I got the cemetery signage in the back. All right. Well, eventually
surprised.
you get back to your haven. I mean, I don't know if Rose is there. Tyrone is there.
They walk in and Rose is like stress cleaning.
Yeah.
Like a toothbrush.
Oh my god, the
down
salt
by
lamps.
the baseboards.
The salt lamps are so organized.
Yeah.
They've never been better.
I arranged them by hue.
Ivy's gonna go over, find one of the remotes, switch colors.
Oh, you bitch. Yeah. Oh my. I thought Mario Party was gonna destroy the coterie. All right. Well.
No, it's gonna be Ivy being smart.
Yep. It was just it was the Chaos Gremlin the whole time.
Seeing them back safe and sound, Rose like visibly relaxes, and you know. So how did it go?
Well, we got word out, at the very least. Also learned something new. Apparently they can't approach me. There is a radius in which I am mostly protected. Granted, I'm pretty sure if they wanted to, they could push through it, but whatever this thing is, it's driving them off. It keeps them away, and according to the one we were talking to, I don't feel like a vampire to them right now. Though
But
I showed proof, and that was an experience, but
you still have all your abilities that you normally have. I mean, I guess you have others too now.
yeah, I've still got fangs and all.
That makes me think that, like, the higher-ups know more than they're letting on about what's going on with you, and they're afraid too.
I'll be surprised.
Does she feel different to... This is a question for our lovely ST.
Mm-hmm.
Does Ivy register as different to us in any way, other than just the stuff that we've seen that is definitely not her?
On no instinctual level. If do you have ways to sense the beast, or otherwise do a deeper dive through non-mundane means?
You would ask me to look at my character sheet, you jackass.
I know, I'm terrible.
Sense the beast.
I mean, I do have 2 points in Animal Ken. I've got 4 in Investigation. I've got 1 in Medicine.
You'd be looking for a discipline power.
Yeah, this is on a metaphysical, supernatural level. That.
Yeah, the only thing I have that's even remotely like that would be like unswayable mind. Like if she tried to maybe use something against me. Yeah.
Then you can play up simply. I mean, you're Gangrel. You have tendencies in that direction. Maybe she does give you like the heebie-jeebies a little bit more than what Clyde or Tyrone might be feeling. But for I don't know, mimicked verification, you don't have the ability to read into her essence.
Quick question. I do have. Oh, sorry.
Go on.
No. Blue Joy first.
Oh no, I was just saying. Okay, like processing the information I got.
Oh, all right. Sorry about that. Sense the Beast says sense hostility and supernatural traits. Does that do anything for that?
That would. Yeah, this is a supernatural trait.
Yeah. Actually, there's a thing if you crit on it, you actually get more information.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess I'll roll for it, if that's okay with you guys.
Go right ahead, please. Please give us more information.
Yeah, on a...
What are our... I meant to ask this at the beginning of the session. How many fickle favors do we each have?
We each have 1.
I will check if anyone spent more. Nope, it's still 1 to everyone right now.
Yeah, on a critical win, the user gets information on what exact type of creature it is.
Oh, go for the crit.
I don't have my
Roll
core book
good, you
open all the time.
jackass.
Why is everyone ganging up on me now?
Get
I'm
the
trying to
crit!
find the. I'm trying. I just don't know where the dice button is.
So you're going to
Resolve.
yeah, it's resolve
And-
and animalism. If you have animalism.
Okay, so that's a second. Okay, so I can't click on the mental one. I have to click on animalism.
Yep.
Yep, there's a little dice icon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This sheet's set up weird, but I still like this one too.
Okay, and that's attributes. Discipline. Okay. Animalism. All right, cool. Here we go. Submit. 0. Submit.
Oh, I have to roll Composure Subterfuge apparently.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I tried, guys.
Wow.
You do have one you can willpower to fish, crit fish.
Sure. I guess I'll do 1 willpower.
Well, you have
Just
4
throwing it out
successes,
there.
right? Oh yeah, but are you looking for? Are you trying to crit then, or?
Say,
Yeah,
if
because-
he wanted to, he could re-roll 3 to try to get a crit if he wanted to.
Yeah, you could. Well, we're wanting the crit because the crit will give it information on the exact type of creature.
Yeah.
But it's up to him if he doesn't want willpower or anything.
Well, I just, I'll willpower it. I mean, what's the worst that'll happen?
Not in this rate.
Put 0 there. Well, sorry guys, I did my best.
Same result.
Well.
Still got 4 altogether though. Anything interesting?
Beyond the specifics, then, for a normal success, what does your discipline tell you happens?
Let's see. The discipline itself, the ability just says sense hostility and supernatural traits.
Okay. Your ability here the beast as you feel it and as it was described to you during your Welcome to Being a Vampire 101 has always been a separate thing. It's always been treated like it's a companion. It's been an other. It is some ephemeral spirit that almost possesses someone. You are sensing Ivy as the beast. Not that the beast is with her, not that her beast is active and is feisty within her, around her. It is not a separate entity. It is a manifestation. Ivy feels like a manifestation of the beast. Not that it bubbles up and it's like an emotional Charlie horse and it makes her, whatever. You get this really weird feeling that Ivy is the beast. And right now,
Oh.
it's complacent. It's dormant. It's your beast that you probably conceptualize as a as a separate entity or something. You understand that it's always there, but it's not always active. She is in your presence. She is the beast. Again, there's no separation, is what you're feeling.
All right. I'll relay this information over to her. Quick question on that regard then. Would that mean that she doesn't really hear her beast anymore or feel it? For that matter?
That's
Rather that
beyond
it's just
your...
herself?
That's for her to experience or express, but that would be something that you wouldn't know.
Very well. I relay this information to Ivy from, take it with a grain of salt coming from a crazy homeless guy. But yes.
That's... Would I have felt my beast at all lately? Outside of, the events that have happened.
You fed it. In fact, wait. Oh, Ivy, you've drank someone dry before, haven't you? On the ship, you drank one of the mercs dry, didn't you? Was that you?
Or, was that Ivy or was that Cheryl? Because I remember the last time, Ivy actually frenzied in game.
I think it was you, because you were going to the
in
bridge in order to try and get into the navigation software, and there was a merc there. I'm trying to remember if you drained him dry, or if you just sort of stunned him by drinking from him, and then you threw him over the railing or something.
I can't remember. Oops.
Either way, there has been a feeling of complacency that would have been similar to drinking someone dry, or even that rush of murdering a person, that fulfilled sense. Now, you still have hunger, that it's a mechanic you're using, but your beast hasn't been riled. You've been feeding it. Now, of course, you know that you've been feeding it memories, these indelible parts of you, that have their own connotations.
Hearing this, based off her own feelings and what was told to them out in the forest, she's gonna go into their room and look at the mirror in there and pop Sense the Unseen.
Okay.
See if she can see anything off about herself.
What kind of supernatural information does that give you? And is it levels of success? Is it just a yes or a no? Is it something you're rousing for?
It's a difficulty you set. There's nothing to rouse for.
Okay.
It's usually searching for a hidden supernatural entity. So someone using obfuscate.
Okay.
Obviously. But it can pick up things like ghosts.
Yeah.
And other things like that, other supernatural things. So it's just... What she's trying to do is see if there is anything off about herself.
Okay.
That maybe we can't see with our normal eyes, and that are being picked up.
Sure. Just do a vanilla roll, and the number of successes you get, I will feed you more information.
Okay. What's aspects or resolve aspects? Because either one works.
This is a...
Or are you gonna leave it to me?
This is an internal search. I don't think wits is more collecting about others or its external stimuli.
Okay.
Resolve is from within, so I think resolve is going to be the best pool for this.
I was hoping you'd say that. I have one more
Wish granted.
resolve than I do.
That's fine.
Attribute would be resolve, discipline aspects. Rolling. Really? Really?
Okay. You look at the mirror and you let your eyes, or however this works in your brain through your senses. I don't know, maybe for this, for the ability itself, let alone being a Malkavian, it's almost a weird synesthesia where you're seeing through touch. And instead of your pupils dilating, I don't know, like your pores dilate and you're sensing even more through your skin or something. You look back at yourself and you see that through your circulatory system, you turn black. And you are staring into a you that is not you. But as you move your hand to touch your cheeks, so too does the thing in the mirror. But there's just this thing that you're looking at is you that has surfaced from the inside of you, and it is now your shape, your touching, your behavior that you do in that circumstance, your gentle gasp at what you see. The eyes are a different color. You have just, again, this inky void skin. Other aspects of you would be off in a way, but it is, for intents and purposes, you. A dark reflection, a doppelganger, in a sense.
She's going to drop the power and go back out to the others like, well, that's an interesting little sight. I got a glimpse of this thing. It's like Tyrone was saying, it's me, but it's the beast, but it's not the beast. It's this just brings up more questions than it does answers.
It's, I mean, the way I've been told is the beast is kind of like a piece of the curse.
Yeah, this
Right.
is.
So that would mean this thing is replacing the curse.
It's either replacing the curse, or that part of the curse is somehow manifesting and taking over. Is the best thing I can think of.
Oh.
It's wanting to manifest, it's wanting to be physical and not just something in the back of our heads. That's just throwing everything together, but it's the best thing I can think of.
Huh.
And honestly, that terrifies me just a little more. I honestly hope he can help us.
I honestly hope anything that we've reached out for can help us. Clyde just pulls Ivy into his arms. He gives her a kiss on the top of her head. I'm trying to comfort her.
She's just leaning into it.
ST,
Yes.
with Rose being a gangrel and gangrel having a certain connection with their beast, has she ever heard of any information like this, like maybe any other names for the beast?
I'm sure that within Gangrel clan lore, they would refer to it by different terms, or it would be manifested in I don't know, non-standard ways, because many Gangrel, not all, of course, are able to sense it or manipulate it, to even suppress it in ways. Um, if so, you would be aware that there would be some sort of lore mythology around it that would be accessible through your clan. I don't have your character sheet open in front of me, so if you don't particularly have that on your sheet, you may not know the details, but you would at least have an awareness of, well, my people pass down legends of the beast as some broad, concept of otherness.
Okay.
But the things you explore this session could be bought for next. So we're unlocking various lores or other things that you may want to lean into. While I don't think we have a sheet for your sire, there's probably points in time where you've seen him even go through exercises to suppress himself, to try and maintain this kind of control. As you would know that Gangrel could lose themselves to the beast and actually transform into an animal. Well, not an alive one, but into a bestial shape. So you're in that realm. You may not embrace that just yet or have it be a part of you, but that would have come about as at least a topical lecture, or maybe there was a time when your sire was losing control and he snarled, warned you, stay back. I need to do this, and he had to rein in control, and you probably saw his body shift. It was nothing like the rib cage opening up to become teeth in a mouth, but you would probably have seen that struggle as his skull would distend to start forming a muzzle of some kind, or that you would hear the bones crack as they grow, and maybe even like an extra joint, like a third joint in an elongated finger, form as he's trying to, maybe in some cases, compel it, and in other cases, suppress or repel it. Yeah.
I would, speaking with Ivy, I would tell her, my sire, if Tyrone is right and this is, a manifestation of the beast, you know, my sire has spoken of it in terms of like it almost being an actual thing, not just merely a compulsion.
Yeah, that.
And I've seen him do exercises to control it. Maybe that's something you could try. In the meantime, obviously we have other stuff to worry about right now. But if worse comes to worse and you guys have to book it, you're still gonna have this thing to deal with,
Yeah.
and you're gonna have to learn how to control it.
My sire told me similar. It's more of its own thing that lives in the back of your mind because of the curse, but it just seems like it's trying to become more. And we have the only reason why I'm doing so well is because we did find something that can buy us some time. I'm pretty sure there would have been more events by now had there not been.
Well, that's why I mentioned, if you guys run and you run out of that time that you've bought.
Yeah, that's one thing that worries me. What happens when we start running out of that time? And I think if that happens, I'd rather just face the sun and let that thing take over. Be nice to see the sunrise again.
Clyde just pulls you in closer, holds you tighter, Ivy.
We don't know officially what it is or is not. For all we know, this could be a whole different evolution of what we already have.
Either way, it would explain why the higher-ups are so scared. Why the Lupines wanted nothing to do with me.
I mean, if this thing inside you is powerful enough to make a lupine think twice, that probably means you're a danger to
Everything.
other supernaturals. Yeah, it's, you know,
Not just other supernaturals. If we're right about it, it's a danger to everything.
The letter said
Especially
kindred and kind of like.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is maybe it's not necessarily the end.
We'll have to see about that now, won't we?
Indubitably.
The sun will be rising soon. Your bodies are starting to get that lethargic feeling. This is something that Ivy, that you are still compelled to do. So there's at least that comfortable part of you. I don't know how you approached this day sleep before, or if realizing like maybe you hated having to sleep during the day, but maybe it's a small comfort that you still are who you are now.
Over time, she would have just gotten used to the new normal, so knowing that there is still something out of that normalcy.
But what we'll do is you'll have your sleepover as the sun does rise, and that would mean that in the following day, you would want Angel to pick you up, and as soon as possible. So we'll arrange for that. But let's get up and take a quick break. I have to refresh myself, and we'll have you all. Head out. Angel is going to encourage you all to hunt. You shouldn't go in topped off or not topped off. Well, I mean, how topped off you want to be is going to be up to you, but don't go in super hungry. It's
really going to be up to the Rouse checks.
And we'll go from there. But I got to get up and take a quick, at least a 5-minute to refresh myself. Everyone, we will be back soon.
Great.